Hey guys, welcome to my podcast, Invest Now America. You can check out my website, investnowamerica.org, and also my Facebook page, Invest Now America. What do? I mainly focus on just sharing good financial information with folks, solid financial information with folks. I just share talks, articles, videos about entrepreneurship, how we can make money, manage money, and multiply money. It's basically it. A lot of my stuff I focus on trying to get young people interested in the stock market and try to do things to encourage parents to get custodial stock accounts for their children now, immediately. There's no hesitation. Why wait? You're not serious. People, I never take a parent seriously if they talk all this stuff about, I'm looking for God to bless me. I'm looking for a financial reward. And yet you don't have a custodial stock account for your child. That's just flat out ridiculous. It makes no sense whatsoever. And there are some folks out there who really aren't serious. But anyway, this podcast, my website, my Facebook page is for serious folks who are serious about changing the financial future of their family. And the way you start is that get your child a custodial stock account now. You can do it through Ameritrade, you can do it through Fidelity, you can do it through stockpile.com. And then secondly, get your child, sons and daughters, involved in financial literacy clubs, investment clubs, things like that. And then 3, give them books on investing in the stock market. Do it now. Recently, I put on my Facebook page this scenario. A 9-year-old, somehow or another, he or she, let's say the parents, able to raise $1,500 for him. Maybe they go to friends and family members, maybe to do some yard sales. Maybe they take that big old tax return, and they start a $1,500 custodial stock account for the son and daughter at age 9. And let's say they never touch that money, and they never add to that money. And let's say there's an annual average 7% return on that $1,500 account for 9 consecutive years. And at age 18, how much money would that young person have in the custodial stock account? And it would be just over $2,500. That's a clear example of how you multiply your money. Okay? Clear example of how you multiply your money. That's the power of putting your money, whatever money you can raise for your child, and then putting it in the stock market. Okay? So I just wanted to share that, and that's one thing I'm doing. I'm starting a stock investing club for young people. I'm calling it Invest Now. And what I do is, first of all, I say to the parents, hey, they need a custodial account. I would give them a little money to get it started. Didn't take much to get one started. I usually do stockpile.com, but there are others you can use. We'll get them money. We'll give them a little money. And then, a couple of times a month, I get with the young people at my office. Parents, adults are more than welcome to observe those meetings. Actually, I want them to come observe those meetings. And we sit down and I just talk to them. Just talk to them about products and services. We talk about companies, talk about investors. We just talk. You'll be surprised at what young people know. And then I just relate it to the stock market. Like an example. Let me give you a quick example. I remember one time I was with a group of young folk. It's about 6 of them. And we're all talking, and I say, who here owns Nike shoes or gear? And 6 of them, so like four out of them said they do. And they showed it to me, what they were wearing. The other 2 said, well, I'm not wearing it now, but I'd have it at my house. So it's pretty much 100%, right? Okay. So then, I asked them general questions like, well, why do you buy Nike stuff? What do you like about it? And they answer, and then I said, well, do your friends and family members, do they buy Nike stuff? I said, oh, yeah. Do they like it? I said, oh, yeah. Where are some of the places here in Louisville you can buy it? And they tell me these different places. And then I said, do you plan on buying more Nike stuff? And they said, sure. And they can tell you exactly what it is. And I asked them, how much is some of these Nike shoes? I was surprised at the prices I was getting. I was like, oh my God, it's like, it's a down payment for an apartment, some of this stuff for shoes. And then I stood up and I went to the whiteboard and I started writing down facts about the Nike company. And so what do you guys know about the Nike company? And when it really came down to it, they knew next to nothing about the company itself. So I'm talking about the company, when it was founded, who's the CEO, market capitalization, PE, the price of the stock, how they can buy the stock, where they can buy the stock, whether or not Nike pays a dividend, etc. And let me tell you, by that time, I had their interest. I mean, they were like, I had their interest. And so at the end of this particular workshop, I gave every one of them a few dollars, literally a few dollars. They go to stockpile.com. I said to them, hey, I've got this little gift sitting there waiting for you. I emailed it to your parents. Only thing your parents have to do is go to stockpile.com, and they can start a custodial account for you. And then a little bit of money I gave you, you can get either a full share of Nike or a fraction share of Nike. And almost every last one of them did that. Others bought things like Ford. Why? Because I was telling them, relate to, there are companies you like, find out, there are products you like, find out who manufactures or distributes that product. There are services you like, find out who manufactures or distributes that service. I mean, find out. Oh, one kid was like, I really like Ford trucks. And I said, hey, okay. You may want to check out the Ford company. Check them out. Do a little research. And the kid did, and he decided to use, I think I gave him $10. He decided to use that money to buy him some shares in the Ford company. His parents set him up a custodial stock account, got him a share or so in the Ford company, and just went from there. And that's all I do. Every blue moon we'll get together through Zoom, and I'll just ask them about their portfolio. What companies have you bought? Oh, that's interesting. Why'd you buy that company? Okay, it's interesting. What can you tell me about that company? They tell me some stuff. And that's it. I put out a newsletter. You go to investnowamerica.org. You can go there, sign up for my newsletter. I just send out information there. And that's it. Just find out. And they make a decision. I don't tell them what to buy. I just ask them, what are you interested in buying? And why are you interested in buying it? I'm just encouraging them just to ask questions. And I'm encouraging them to do research. I will share with them some of the things I have and why I have it. And sometimes they give me nice feedback. But the whole thing is just to change that mindset from being a consumer to being a consumer and an investor. Change that mindset from being a consumer to being a consumer and an investor. And also to change the mindset of every time you get money, you have to spend it. You have to buy some stuff. No. You get some money, hold on to it, but put it in something where that money can multiply, where that money can increase in value. And the stock market is one of the great places to do that. I don't care if that child is 9 months old or 9 years old or 19. They need to be in the stock market now. And that's what I do with my investment club. So I just wanted to share that. Again, go to my website, investnowamerica.org. Sign up for my blog. Go to my Facebook page, Invest Now America. Become a follower. And hey, just help us out on this journey and getting our young people involved in the stock market and getting our young people on the road to learning about how to be a good consumer and a good investor.